All right, for Gina's B-Day, we're gonna start with 2 core exercises, marching dead bug with stability ball core engagement. So, got the red ball. Honestly, she'll probably use the yellow just because she's so small. But red or yellow, I just prefer the yellow with her. You're gonna take the ball, put it against her thighs, forearms against her, squish it as tight as you can. That lower back should be flat. We're keeping the tension on the core. Marching dead bug, we're not gonna extend the leg. We're gonna keep the knee bent and it will just tap. If she can, I'd like to integrate the opposite arm to reach back and forth. Again, keeping that lower back flat and then just marching in position. Whole time, keeping the tension on the ball. So that's marching dead bug. That'll be 5 to 8 each alternating. The next one's a little trickier for the setup. Once it's going, it's not too bad. It is a split stance, Dynamax hip toss. They're using foam roller for a little adduction. So what you're gonna do is take a roller, you put it against the wall, and your knee is gonna go against the roller. This is a little tricky. Once she gets into it, it's not bad. Whole point is to get the adductors. She's gonna drive that knee into the roller. It's gonna help centrate her hips. So keep the pressure on the roller, wind up, toss and catch. Wind up, toss and catch. Don't get a heavy ball. Like a 4 or 6 would be good to start just because she's so far away. But that will be that one. Your next one is a goblet squat with the heel lift. Again, she can lift her heels up on plates, the platform or the metal plate. But feet are about hip width apart. It's that narrower position for her. Elbows are underneath. Breathe in and she lowers. Exhale, she rises. Nothing fancy with that. Just make sure it's a little narrower than most people. I know Kirk likes his wide ones. After that, we have a seated single arm cable lat pull down. So we're gonna go to the cable machine. See you guys. And we're doing single arm cable lat pull downs. Well, I have to switch this up later. All right. So that'll be nice and high. Now seated is gonna be on the floor. Feet are right in front of you, toes are up, heels are down. I'm gonna make sure shoulders are square towards the machine and just row up and down. What you can do is integrate this other arm. So if my left arm's out, my right arm's in. Nice reciprocal motion. So again, we'll do one side and then do the other side. And that'll be 8 to 10. All one side, all the other side. And then that's the circuit. If she's repeating, she'd go back to the squats. The next circuit is a staggered cable rope front resistant hip hinge, or RDL if you want to say that. 8 to 10 each side. So the one I just had set up, take back down. But you want to bring this pretty low. Back it up. Staggered position, so 1 foot in front and 1 foot behind, heel up. Want to make sure the hips are tucked. And we're hinging the hips, letting the arms reach out, but I'm not letting my shoulders round. Still reaching out, but keeping the lats tight. And then I'll pull my hips through. Think of this as a counterbalance. As the ropes go forward, the hips go back. Feeling a good stretch back in the glutes and the hamstring, especially that front leg. And pulling up. Don't have it too heavy where she's really shifting back. It's just a hinge with a little bit of a counterbalance. But all one side, all other side, 8 to 10. After that, hands elevated push-ups. Knees are bent though, and I'll show you why. Come on down here. Start her high, probably 24-inch, and then, or we can even go higher if we need to, and then work our way down. But it'd be good to start here first. Hands are on the bench. There's a little bend in the knees. There's a little tuck in the hips. Now the bend in the knees will help her tuck her hips, but it's also gonna make it a lot harder on her core. Hands on here, make sure she grips the box with her fingertips and she's kind of torquing out, create that tension. And then she's just gonna fall forward, push away, maintaining that tight core. It's really easy to let her butt stay behind, so it's a tuck, and tighten, and do the push-ups. The last one is a staggered Superman max chop. Ashley likes to call it max chop. You can call it IFC chop too. Basically, the outside leg's gonna be forward for this one. So, you can hook these up in any of the clips. I'm just gonna use this one to show you since it's right here. But your outside leg is forward, inside leg behind. And you're gonna pop that super band down to the hip. Again, you're not gonna let the hips turn. It is just your chest and your arms that rotate and back. Again, outside leg's forward for this one. Normal Superman chop, inside leg would be forward. That is it for that circuit. Again, you would go back to the hip hinges if you needed it. And the last thing, her finisher, is just ropes. Alternating waves, 20 seconds, rest 20 seconds. The next 20 seconds is a wall sit. Make sure her thighs are parallel for 20 seconds, rest 20 seconds, and she can alternate back and forth until she gets 2 to 3 sets. And that's her B-day.